Hey there, you're watching the Jessa channel on YouTube. I'm Jessa, and this with me is Zara Faye's sister, Bracken, Lindsay, Tristian, Valerie, and just behind Valerie's huge shield, is Jubilost. And who's not happy about that shield? Did you just see him do that? Yeah, he's not happy about that shield. But in any case, we are here in Pathfinder Kingmaker again. And we are going through chapter 2. I'm going to go here to options. And we're going to go to difficulty. And I'm going to set kingdom management to auto. Now, it tells me that you have already begun ruling your kingdom. If you turn on automatic map, you won't be able to turn it off, etc., etc., etc. That's actually fine. But I do have a mod that will override that if I decide later on to change my mind. It's a nice idea, but the implementation was clunky, and I'm sorry to say that because I really love this game in every other way. Our party is ready to leave and explore the wider world of Golarion after having done some buying and selling and getting ourselves armored up nicely. And also, come to think of it, we could actually use a rest. So let's do that real quick. Zara stops to pass the time with Lana Levington, who is doing well, but says that she misses the boisterousness of having all the party members there. She remembers to bow and say, "Your Grace," which Zara raises a hand and says, "That's not necessary. Please, Lana." And Lana says, "Of course," but she can't help but curtsy as the Duchess and her party head out into the world. So it is now evening time. It is currently the 23rd of Erastus, which is July on our calendar, and it's just after midnight. We're going to hit the road anyway. Oh, all right. So we have the young Dwemer cat here, actually. So first up, we have the ferocious trollhound here. And we need to save this Dwemer cat. That shouldn't be too difficult. Let's go for acid. And let's throw this. Since we have a surprise round here, the only troll that we can get in this one is here. That means because the yellow line here means that's as far as he can throw. And I don't want him to have to move, because if you have to move, he can't move and throw on a surprise round. That's what that yellow exclamation point means. So I'm going to just have him toss on this guy. And the splash damage means that we got some damage, just a little bit of damage, 3 damage on this trollhound. Bracken growls to Zara, and he, over his shoulder, "That Dwemer cat, she needs saving. She is magical." And Zara nods her head in understanding and instructs the rest of the party to save the Dwemer cat, which Valerie is very happy to do by running in and doing a charge on, let's do one on this here, one here, and doing just a little bit of damage, 5 damage. And then Bracken is going to do a charge in here, and I'm going to have him charge here so he's standing right here to help protect this Dwemer cat. There we go. And there goes the trip. I love me some trip. I love me some trip. Let's go in and do a charge. And that acid. So Valerie's up next. She's going to do a charge here and finish off. Now, the reason why we charge is because it gives us a movement and a full action in one turn. And then Lindsay, let's see if you can take this guy out. And that's a big no. That's a super no. That's super no. But Bracken can. Ha! And it says, well, elf, today you've helped the Dwimmercat. The Dwimmercat does not forget those who help her. Ow. We shall meet again, perhaps. Oh, wow. Who knows? And Valerie falls onto her face into the mud while the Dwimmercat disappears. And Valerie falls on their face in the mud again. Bracken murmurs to Zara, I believe we will see that Dwimmercat again. And Zara says, one good turn deserves another, I suppose. So after that encounter, we are going to head back and see if we can get to the oak that stayed. I'm not sure exactly how we get to this. The party notices a lonely oak in the heart of a pine grove, and it looks like a wandering stranger in a foreign land. The party walks into the clearing, Bracken, as always, heading, kind of leading the way, and they decide not to sneak, just to see what's out here. Bracken sniffing the path as he goes.
We'll do it the hard way.
And they are suddenly surprised. Stands in front of them a dryad. Bracken looks very troubled, as this dryad is obviously recently lost her tree and has gone insane with the loss. Yeah, not looking so well. Bracken shakes his head in sorrow, but unfortunately, the party will not be able to get away without, and this dryad will cause damage and harm to any travelers passing. And so with some sadness, the party will have to defeat her. Bracken, under his growls low in his throat, but quiet, and says, I'm sorry, little one, for whoever stole your tree. And then, sadly, he charges. And smacks her right up the nugget. Lindsay, as usual. And then Valerie is going to charge as well, too. And this druid is kind of tough, I should say dryad. And you know, Zara has a tear which falls from her cheek as she knows that this creature has to be defeated. However, she knows that she is only insane because of the hubris of humans, of whoever took her, the men and the myrrh of Galarian, whoever took her tree down without, and she wonders if in fact, and here's her tree back here, she wonders if in fact it was the loggers that she ran into a few episodes back, where those loggers were being held by a Nixie because they were once again cutting down trees and not paying attention to the fae of the forest. And it is a sad thing to have to watch a dryad go insane, but the damage that she can cause is immense. So Zara allows that tear to drop, and it falls down and splashes on the ground at her feet. And it does not escape Lindsay's notice that Zara is sad at this situation. Let's have Bracken. Hopefully we can get a trip. And there is that beautiful trip, and she is dead. Zara walks up to the tree. Bracken pads over and joins her. The two friends stand in front of the tree, and then Zara clasps her hands and says a prayer to the god of nature Gazra. Gazra. Zara lays her hand on the tree, and knowing that all things must pass. She can see another felled tree here, and she knows that loggers have been through here. She decides to make a promise to herself as the unwilling duchess of this, or the unwilling baroness of this barony, that a law will be passed that loggers must take a Fae speaker or some other person who can determine whether a tree is protected by the Fae with them out into their parties. And that because of that, Zara will no longer, and that the Fae speakers will be paid by the barony, paid by the crown, as it were. And so that the Fae speakers get work, and the loggers get protection, and they keep from hurting these trees. Okay, so we're going to rest at this moment.
Valerie, didn't you like stories, even as a child? I can't believe that. All children like stories.
In case you haven't noticed, I'm not a child anymore. Maybe you should grow up at last too.
All right, that's it. We're kicking Valerie out. The party comes across a tranquil river bend. One of the few picturesque viewpoints along the Murk River, this place has been known to lure the occasional traveler into relaxing on the river's shores. Well, the party could use a bit of relaxing, having traveled for several days south. And so let's enter. That doesn't sound positive. I think it would be wise at this point to go into stealth so we can get the jump on whatever that was there that greeted us, because I don't think that was Bracken's tummy. But I wonder if this might be these camps lead me to believe. Oh, well, battle has ensued here. What kind of creature is that? A Boggart, it looks like. And here's another. We have reached a Boggart camp, and so we will attack them before they see us to get the jump on them. So we're going to do that by setting up a charge with Bracken. Awesome. And let's see here. Did we get surprise round? We did get a surprise round. Good. Okay, so we have some Boggarts here, and it is Lindsay's turn. The party is bands together and prepares to work their magic. Bracken, let's complete that charge. And then Valerie as well. And this looks like a Boggart scarred one. Bracken. Oh, nice. There's that trip. I love when they trip and how they fall over and everything. It's awesome. I just love it. I just love it. And then Jubilost. Right here. Yes. And that Boggart is down. That's wonderful. And then he's coming in for Valerie, which is just fine. Let's go for here.
Deserved it.
Valerie is now shooting twice, which is wonderful. Bracken, can you trip him again? Ha ha! There's that trip, and then they are done for. Wonderful. Let's take a look and make sure that there aren't any more around here. And, oh, there are, and they got us surprised. We should have been a little bit more careful there, but there are some more here. A Boggart scarred one and a Boggart savage. And it looks like they have, this is their actual campground. So, Bracken gets a charge, but he can't charge this one because there's some things in the way here. So we're going to charge this one here. And there's 3 misses, so that's kind of a useless charge. This one is going for Bracken, so that's what we want. Lindsay, I think we might need another buff again. Yeah, excellent. And then that Boggart Savage. Oh, so he made a run for Valerie, and he had to pass by Bracken. Bracken made an attack of opportunity, and he used his combat maneuver to trip. Fantastic. I am absolutely Team Bracken, and this Savage isn't going anywhere. At least not for now, not for this next turn. Jubilost.
Will they ever learn?
No, they won't, honey. They won't. And that's why we keep playing. Zara.
We won't falter.
Ooh. Stop doing that. Gotta stop doing that into prone. And then Valerie. Valerie can take this guy out and then finish off by coming up here for this guy. And then the scarred one goes for Valerie, and she does a little bit of ducking and bobbing and weaving. Did you see that? She was like, you ain't got nothing on this. And Bracken is going to go in and do this as well, too. Awesome. So there's a trip there. And I think, ooh, he did a little bit of damage. That Boggart did. But Bracken's about to, Bracken, I said this. There we go. He did a move action instead of a attack action like I wanted. Bracken, complete that charge, if you will. Oh, there's a nice river here. Okay, and Jubilost?
A fine use of my talents.
Well, it actually would be nice if you could actually, like, throw something, but, you know, that's cool. Ooh, a little bit of damage on Valerie. A little bit of damage, but not too bad. Bracken, make his day. Yay! So we now have 2 Boggarts down on the ground. And Lindsay.
Right.
And oh, I love that fire crossbow. That thing is great. And the sound it makes when it hits, that's fantastic. Valerie. No need to shake in or anything. Just hit him. And this one is up again. And so Jubilost is going to take care of that. And he's down for good. And all right, Bracken, let's see if we can trip him again. And no problem. And dead. There we go. Ah, now this is interesting. Okay, so what is this? We have a Boggart, scarred one, a warden, a prophet. Okay, so a mage user. And then a monitor lizard. But luckily, we got the jump on them. So that's going to make a big difference. I don't think we can charge any of these guys. So let's actually draw them to us. Let's just move to a slightly better position here. And Zara, this is a perfect time for Zara to use this to slow them down in getting to us. So that's an entangle, which will make it a little bit harder for them to move when we are entangled as well too. However, that matters less because we are already in position. And yep, they can't get to us in the whole turn. We're going to lay some grease down right here, that they have to walk through to get to. One of the many reasons why I like the turn-based mod is it helps you to learn the game better. It helps you to see how far people can throw, you know, see exactly where spells can land. It's so much better. It is so much better. Valerie is going to do a dazzling display to shake them a little bit so that when they do get into us, they will do hopefully less damage, be less effective. Okay, and then Bracken still doesn't have anything. I'm just gonna pass his turn right now. And this guy's fire stuff has got, like, this prophet, that's our main dude, because he's gonna kill us if we just stand here and let him. So Tristian, I want you to hold person. Can you hold person on him? You can. So let's see if we can, yes, that is huge. That went off. His will saving throw failed. That's fantastic. That's going to keep him out of the fight for a little bit while we whittle him down. Okay. So, ooh, coming into Valerie there and doing a critical hit. Monitor lizards are no joke. We just learned that. And then Bracken, I think we should bring into the fight now. There we go. That trip. That trip. That trip. I think we're going to leave these two frontliners right here where they are and just pass their turns. And then let's...
Clever ploy.
There we go. So we're whittling these guys down. Tristian, let's see if we can take him out in this turn. Let's take him out. Come on, you guys. Take him out.
You deserved it.
Nice. Oh, Lindsay's starting to do some damage, man. All right, so we want to get this guy out, so I'm going to have Jubilos throw on him and take him out before he's able to do that fire on us. Bracken, kill him. Don't miss again. Woo, there we go. So Bracken's a bit injured on that, and they both fell over on the grease. Perfect. Perfect. Let's do another heal for Bracken. The party takes time to bury the bodies of the dead and roll the Boggarts. They were gonna. I think Tristian, suggested rolling them into the river, but Zara said no. We do not need to poison the water of these lands as well. And so they piled rocks on top of the Boggart corpses.